Imagine this. You work every day, you earn money, but at the end of the month, you still feel like you have nothing. Your salary comes in, and before you know it, the money is gone. Bills, food, transport, small expenses, and suddenly you are waiting for the next paycheck again. If this sounds familiar, you are not alone. Many people are in this situation not because they are lazy and not because they are not smart, but because nobody ever taught them how money really works. Personal finance is simply the way you manage your money. It includes how you earn money, how you spend money, how you save money, and how you grow your money. When you understand personal finance, you stop living paycheck to paycheck, you reduce financial stress, and you start building a better future for yourself. One of the biggest mistakes people make is believing that the solution to money problems is just to earn more money. Yes, earning more money is good, but it is not the full solution. There are many people who earn a lot of money but are still always broke. Why? Because as their income increases, their expenses also increase. They buy a bigger phone, better clothes, more expensive food, more subscriptions, and a more expensive lifestyle. So even though they earn more, they still have no savings and no investments. This is called lifestyle inflation, and it is one of the biggest reasons people stay poor even when their income increases. The truth about money is very simple. It is not about how much you earn, it is about how much you keep and how much you grow. If two people earn the same amount of money, but one person saves and invests while the other spends everything, after a few years, their financial lives will look completely different. One person will have savings, investments, and opportunities, while the other person will still be struggling financially. This is why one of the most important money habits you can build is learning to pay yourself first. Paying yourself first means when you receive money, the first thing you do is save a portion of it. Not after spending, but before spending. Even if it is a small amount, the habit is what matters. Over time, this habit can completely change your financial life. Another important part of personal finance is budgeting. Many people don't like the word budget because they think it means restriction or suffering, but that is not true. A budget is simply a plan for your money. It means you decide where your money will go instead of wondering where your money went. When you don't have a budget, money disappears very easily. Small expenses every day can quietly destroy your finances without you even noticing. When you create a budget, you divide your money into categories. You have money for your needs, money for your wants, and money for your savings and investments. Your needs are things you must pay for to live, like rent, food, transport, electricity, and bills. Your wants are things that make life enjoyable, like entertainment, new clothes, eating out, and hobbies. Then, your savings and investments are for your future. This includes your emergency fund, your investments, your business, and your long-term goals. Budgeting does not mean you should never enjoy your life. It just means you should enjoy your life responsibly while still building your future. The goal is balance. You want to live well today, but you also want to live well in the future. Now let's talk about something very important that many people ignore, and that is the emergency fund. An emergency fund is money you save for unexpected situations. Life is full of surprises, and many of them cost money. You might get sick, your phone or laptop might spoil, your car might break down, you might lose your job, or you might need to travel urgently. These things happen to everyone, and when they happen, they usually require money immediately.
We've exceeded every
If you don't
growth
have
projection this
emergency
quarter.
savings, you will be forced to
Fantastic
borrow
work,
money,
team.
use
The global
credit, or
expansion
sell
is
something
secured.
important when emergencies happen. But if you have an emergency fund, you can handle these problems without destroying your finances. That is why an emergency fund is very important. It gives you financial protection and peace of mind. You don't need to save a huge amount immediately. Start small. Save a little money every week or every month. The most important thing is consistency, not the amount. Over time, the money will grow and you will be happy you started early. Emergency money should only be used for real emergencies, not for shopping, not for parties, and not for vacations. Now, let's talk about debt, because debt is one of the biggest financial traps in the world. Debt is not always bad, but many people use debt in a very dangerous way. Bad debt is when you borrow money to buy things that do not make you money and lose value over time. For example, borrowing money to buy expensive clothes, phones, or luxury items is bad debt. You are paying interest on something that is becoming less valuable every day. Good debt, on the other hand, is debt that can help you grow financially. For example, borrowing money for education, starting a business, or buying property can be considered good debt if it helps you earn more money in the future. But even good debt must be used carefully. Before borrowing money, always ask yourself if that debt will improve your future or damage your future. Saving money is very important, but saving alone will not make you wealthy. Saving protects your money, but investing grows your money. When you invest, your money starts working for you. Instead of only working for money, your money also works for you. This is how people build wealth over time. One of the most powerful ideas in investing is something called compound interest. Compound interest means you earn interest on your money, and then you earn interest on the interest again. Over a long period of time, this can turn small amounts of money into very large amounts of money. This is why time is very important when it comes to investing. The earlier you start, the easier it is to build wealth. There are many ways to invest money. You can invest in stocks, mutual funds, index funds, real estate, businesses, or even by learning skills that increase your income. Investing in yourself is actually one of the best investments you can ever make. When you learn new skills, you become more valuable and you can earn more money for the rest of your life. Another very important part of personal finance is increasing your income. Many people focus only on saving money, but there is a limit to how much you can save. However, there is no limit to how much you can earn. If you really want to improve your financial life, you should focus on increasing your income as well. You can learn digital skills, start freelancing, start a small business, create content online, sell digital products, or invest in something that generates income. Most financially successful people do not depend on only one source of income. They have multiple sources of income. This makes them more financially secure and helps them build wealth faster. Depending on only one source of income is risky, because if that income stops, your financial life can become very difficult. At the end of the day, personal finance is not about luck, and it is not about being a genius. Personal finance is about habits. Small habits like saving regularly, budgeting your money, avoiding unnecessary debt, investing for the future, and learning new skills can completely change your financial life over time. You don't need to start with a lot of money. You just need to start with discipline and consistency. Start small, save small, invest small, learn small, but start. Over time, those small actions will become big results. Always remember this simple idea. Money is a tool. If you learn how to control money, money will work for you. But if you don't learn how to control money, you will spend your whole life working for money. The difference between financial stress and financial freedom is not luck. It is knowledge, discipline, and habits. Your financial future does not depend only on how much you earn today. It depends on the financial decisions you make every day. Every time you save money, every time you avoid unnecessary debt, every time you invest, and every time you learn a new skill, you are building your future. So start today. Start saving, start budgeting, start learning about investing.